Roboprinny here, and we are back. So I had covered, a bit of things. The game comes out very, very, very soon in English.
Hey!
But I didn't want to just leave you guys hanging for like 4 more days or 3 more days until, the next episode. Well, until the game comes out so I can record more. I had tried a bunch of different things, but what I didn't try is the survival guide. I'm going through this. So, I got that, but my character info is only 76%, even though I got all the characters right here. So let's go through this. So we know that Haruto, that he was a sloth, someone that wrote things for the paper. He was an editor to protect people by seizing the truth and planned to publish an article about women in poverty. You guys already know what really happened. There's that, but we don't know much about everyone else. So let's go to Rio, a bondage artist who binds various things with strings and ropes as a form of expression. The subjects are not limited to humans, although he did various activities such as opening expeditions and selling art pieces. The earnings were not enough to make a living, so he worked part-time as a cameraman as well. Zin, a young man who ran a farm deep into the mountains. He is accustomed to various aspects of survival due to his life in the country. Despite his gentle appearance, he is quite ruthless in his choice of words. Seems to dislike being called his last name. Yeah, so, I guess that guy just doesn't like his last name. A lovely Rinko, a lovely woman who worked at her family's flower shop. She tends to speak formally, even among her peers. She has a kind personality, but seems to be somewhat cautious of others. Nope, I'm not even gonna say that one. Yuma, just daughter of a super rich man. A young woman who carries herself with ladylike elegance and mannerisms. A police lady, a young woman who used to be a police sergeant. She is careful and open-hearted, contrary to the common image of the police officers. She speaks with a bit of an accent. I haven't noticed anything, but maybe. The girl who woke up on Garage Island before everyone else, judging by her prosthetic arm and left leg. Her claim that she never had parents. She appears to have had a troubled past. However, she never shows it in her cheerful personality or demeanor. Okay. Show. Young boy character and assistant in Extend TV, an animated cartoon regarding the last 8 survivors of humanity. Oh, and the sheep. Alright. Next, let's go in the research info. Next, let's go into the research info. Broken auto doors. The wiring for the automatic doors at the entrance of the Mashiro Garden Tower has become faulty. The damage seems to occur deep inside. Judging from the amount of foot traffic and the difficulty of reaching the damaged parts, it appears we will not be able to repair it until tomorrow. We've connected an external battery to the wiring for the automatic doors as a temporary power supply. It gained popularity on the internet, and although aired only late at night, it had its own 5-minute animated series. It's even been featured in articles and commercials, so it's quite well known and loved in general. His partner Makaro Go tends to be lazy and is often scolded by Mashiro Go for doing nothing but eating and sleeping all day. However, he is capable of accomplishing great things when he sets his mind to it. The reason why goats are mascots of a publishing house is because the original designer was suffering from mental anguishment, or just anguish, at the time, and created them while thinking, I want them to devour the things we publish and bring down this company. That designer is still making covers for the magazine to this day. Okay, so he just doesn't like the company, I guess. I don't know. Notebook on table. I've been gaining weight lately, but I can't seem to stop eating. I did change departments recently. Maybe editing has been too stressful. Now that I think about it, I just remembered that I left food in my old desk before I got transferred. I need to remember to go next door and get it. Keep it up, me. I can do it. Okay, so that was just random research. The gate. Oh, okay, so this is like teaching me how to play this game. When there is an item in front of you, you can press X to automatically move the pointer to the item. You can quickly take items by repeatedly pressing X. Okay, stamina. Ooh, I didn't know this. Okay, so stamina represents a character's energy and hunger and decreases the factors such as passage of time. Depleted stamina is mainly restored by eating. So if I eat food, I get stamina back. Each character craves and hates different foods, and their stress is also reduced when they eat foods they like. Some characters are also allergic to certain types of food. Make sure your character eats often so their stamina is not depleted. So I guess people are allergic to foods, and that could be super bad. Stress. Having too much stress will make stamina more likely to decrease. Besides eating hated foods, stress is also increased when bladder or burden levels surpass a certain threshold. Stress can be reduced by eating craved foods or drinking water or tea, among things. Try avoiding having too much stress. Be careful about the food and the amount of weight you carry. Wait, capacity. Cool. Equipment. Right. Battle. So if attack support is enabled in options, you can automatically change between characters' attack by rapidly pressing the square. There's cooldown time, heart charge attack, breaking parts. Cool. Learn skill. Select the learn skill command. Blah, learn skills, SP points, skill points are required. Okay. Base. Cool. Faculties. Okay, cool. Zanki hatch. There are special doors in drifting buildings known as zanki hatches. Zanki hatches have a requirement, a unique requirement of having all 8 characters alive to open. Okay, cool. Rest. Kitchen. Food items can be used in the kitchen for cooking to reduce success rate. Okay. Oh, and Reckless Skies. Alright. I guess this has something to do with something. Reckless Skies 1. The series is about putting the spotlight on older minor games by playing and re-evaluating them to make waves in the modern gaming scene. Or rather, it's just a record of the rare games, both good and bad, that the retro game-loving Arthur has played. Part 832, Reckless Skies 1. This game, I'd like to introduce Reckless Skies, a shooting game that fell off the radar before it could even be recognized due to its particular system difficulty and static gameplay. Reckless Skies launched into arcades during the golden age of arcade games, but its reception has been highly critical. Some comment feedback, even attacking spends health, resulting in many deaths. I lost 100 yen in 10 seconds. There's no option to continue. The boss is too hard to beat. However, I believe most of these are premature feedbacks from players who never bothered getting accustomed to the game system. In fact, among some communities, it is said that the score attack becomes more fun the more you play it. And it did have a small but delicate following. So why? The rest of the text is missing. Okay. Apparently there was a manga ed department. That's kind of cool. And